Choo-choo to Thomas. Koko and Kana feels left out. Taka to Booster. Choo-choo to Thomas. It was springtime on the island of Sodo. All the engines were working hard in the sunshine. One morning, Sir Topham Hatt came to see the engines at his machete. He had some exciting news. A new Sodo museum opened soon, he added. Lots of very important people will be coming to the island for the grand opening. What's a museum? Asked Pussy. It's a place where they put old things so the people can stand and look at them. Huffed Gordon. I want you all to look your best so everyone can have it repainted. All the engines was very pleased. Later that morning, Kana and Koko saw James at Nafford Station. Have you heard the opening of a new museum? Puffed James. We're all having a repaint. I shall look wonderful with a new coat of red paint. We not heard about that, said Koko. Yeah, that's a Kana. Why has the Topham Hatt told me? You must have been left out, puffed James. That night, when the other engines were sleeping, Koko and Kana were still worrying. Dave were worried about what James said. Why didn't the Topham Hatt told us about the museum, said Kana. Koko said, why were we left out? The next morning, Koko and Kana saw Thomas. They knew the answer. They met Thomas at Abbey Station. Have you heard about the news about the museum, said Koko? Yes, puffed Thomas. We're all being painted. I'm getting some trucks now. I'm not, said Kana. Yeah, said Koko. But we think we know why. We have an old speeding rocket engine. Maybe Sir Topham Hatt decided to put us inside the museum. Thomas wasn't so sure. Why don't you ask him? Puffed Thomas happily. Koko and Kana was worried. They were worried about Sir Topham Hatt might say. Must go, puffed Thomas. Really useful engines are really busy ones. And he puffed away. Kana and Koko fought for a moment. And so Sir Topham Hatt that they won't be put in the museum. They said, we'll show him why he's a really useful engine. Koko and Kana arrived at his machete. Sir Topham Hatt was talking to young Bow and Emily. Young Bow and Emily, you two must go to the yard to get repainted. Emily and young Bow was reply. Another engine will have to do your... Me and Kana will do it, said Koko. Yeah, said Kana. Stinky smiled, said Topham Hatt. And before he could say anything else, they steamed on. They didn't want Sir Topham Hatt to tell them that they were going to be put in the museum. Koko and Kana were impatiently at the flour mill. Hurry up, they said. We must get to the docks as soon as we can. When Koko and Kana delivered the flour, they saw Sir Topham Hatt talk to the dock manager. He was talking to the dock master. Sir Topham Hatt saw Koko and Kana. He wanted to speak to him, but Koko and Kana steamed off as fast as they could. Later, Koko and Kana saw Thomas behind them again. They were pulling Annie and Clarabelle. Well, I'm off on my repaint, said Thomas proudly. I could pull Annie and Clarabelle, said Kana. Me too, said Koko. Thank you, Koko and Kana, tooted Thomas. So Koko and Kana pulled Annie and Clarabelle on Thomas and Ginty's branch line. And while James was getting a shiny new coat of red paint, Koko and Kana collected a coal truck from the mine. And while Percy was having his repaint, Koko and Kana shunted trucks full of stone for the quarry for Percy, even though it was dusty, dirty work. And once Koko and Kana stopped, they were very tired and they were very dirty. Suddenly they saw Sir Topham Hatt in by the truck. They still didn't want to speak to Sir Topham Hatt. Quickly they reversed onto a sunny, and they didn't see that big rock have fallen on the right. Look out, Koko. But my buffers, they said. Luckily, no one was hurt, but Koko and Kana's front and their wheels were bented and broken. They couldn't move. So Topham Hatt hurried over. Why have you two been running away from me all day? He asked. We don't want to be put in the museum, said Kana. Yeah, said Koko. They said sadly. Why would I do that? Koko and Kana asked the Topham Hatt. Because the museum full of old things. And we're just little rocket and speed engines. And we're not really useful anymore. So Topham Hatt smiled. Koko and Kana, you two may be old, but you two are far too useful to be put in the museum. You two have been working harder today than any other engine. And so those only rocket and speed engines, we had a very special job for you. First, you two will have a special polish. Then you two are to take all the visitors to the museum for the grand opening. Koko and Kana felt really happy. They had a great wish of steam. I've been trying to tell you to that all day. Added the top of the hat. Koko and Kana smiled. They felt really foolish. So Koko and Kana's wheels and their fronts was repaired, and then they polished until they looked as good as new. On the day of the museum opening, Koko and Kana picked up the visitors at the docks, and they puffed them proudly to the museum. Koko and Kana would be proud to be old, and they were even proud to be the rocket engines on the island of Sodo.